Welcome to the special July 4th edition of The Speak Izzy. There, as you all know, Izzy speaks and you you listen. And in this special July 4th edition, what are we going to do? We're going to celebrate the birthday of our country. The Day of Independence. The day when all Americans declared their freedom from the tyrants in Britain. Now, you know, through the years, the importance of this day has started to lose some of its, what you might say, significance. And that is because we, the people, have not bothered to learn history, to learn our history. We have not bothered to learn and appreciate the sacrifices that the signers and writers of the Declaration of Independence and a few years later the Constitution of the United States of America, the sacrifices they made. You know, right here in this book here that I hold in my hand, I have a copy of two documents. One is the Constitution, and the second is the Declaration of Independence. Today is July 2nd, the day I'm making this video. And I chose to make this video today on July 2nd, not yesterday on July 1st, or tomorrow on July 3rd, or on the 4th of July, which is Monday. I decided to make this video on July 2nd because July 2nd is the day that the first signers, the first people to sign the Declaration of Independence, put their names on the signature. See, everybody wasn't there in the Continental Congress. It's not like today, they all go, they stay, it's their only job. No, these people had to travel by horseback many, many miles. It took them days to get to Philadelphia in order to sign this document. And there are 56 signatures on the Declaration of Independence. Now, July 4th is when it was made official. But on July 2nd is when the actual first signers began to come to Philadelphia and put their names on the document. And in the end, there were 56 signers. That's like 56. And do you know what each of those 56 signers of the Declaration did other than sign their names on the Declaration of Independence? You know what else they signed? You know what other sacrifice they made? Each and every signer of the Declaration of Independence signed his own death warrant. That's right, each and every one of them, when they put their name on this document, they signed their own death warrant. Why? Because they were committing an act of treason against England. And each and every one of them knew that. That the minute they signed that paper, they were signing their own death warrant, and if they were captured by the English, they would be hung. Hung until dead. Their necks snapped. But each one of those signers had the courage, that's right, to put their name on that document and declare independence. Now I ask you there, all my members of the Slapovitz Syndicate, everyone else out there who is not a member yet but will soon be a member of the Slapovitz Syndicate. How many of the people sitting in Congress now, how many of them, both Democrat, Republican, how many of them do you think would be willing to put their life on the line to sign this document? I venture to say none of them. Or maybe one or two, possibly. 56? They would never. How many of you out there think that the President of the United States that sits in the Oval Office today, Barack Obama, would be willing to put his life on the line to sign the Declaration of Independence? He wouldn't do it in a million years. He doesn't even believe in this country. All the sacrifices that these people made in forming this country, he is willing to give up for the sake of other countries, to make other countries happy, for a voiled community. Well, he wasn't elected to be president of the voiles, you know. He was elected to be president of the United States. But I digress a little bit, because all the members of Congress, Republicans, Democrats, they've also were all elected to represent the United States. Not to represent any other country. Not to represent Afghanistan. Not to do what's in the best interests of Afghanistan or the people of Libya or Iraq. People of the United States of America. And right now, all of them are failing. And the biggest failure of them all is that they are failing to uphold the principles that are in the two documents in this book, in the Declaration of Independence and in the Constitution of the United States of America. They all pick and choose which parts they like, which parts they don't like. You can't do that. You do that, you have nothing, nothing at all. So today, on the 4th of July, on this great holiday weekend, when all of us are celebrating the birth of our great nation, the greatest nation in the history of the world, bar none, the greatest nation in the history of the world, while we are all out there having our barbecues, or if you're in the South, you may call it grilling out, picnics, parties, celebrations, lighting fireworks, lighting up the sky. When we're out there celebrating our independence, let's remember what this day is for. It's to celebrate our independence, our freedom. Freedom that people died and sacrificed for. Freedom that 56 signers of this document signed their death warrant for. They were willing to do it. Freedom that all the people who died in the American Revolution there fought for. And in the Civil War. And in every war afterwards. The freedom of our great republic. That's right, republic. We're not a democracy, we're a democratic republic. And the reason that we're a democratic republic is that in a democracy, the mob rules. As long as everybody says it, that's what goes. In a republic, the rights of the minority is protected. Don't ever forget that. When all these politicians in Washington, regardless of party, tell you that they want to be a democracy like the democracies in Europe, when they try to mold the United States of America after those democracies in Europe, remember that the United States of America is the only free democratic republic in the world. We are the only country in the world where the rights of the minority is protected. And that's something that we don't give up. So then everybody is celebrating the birth of our nation. Please remember the great sacrifices all these people made. All these people made. From the day we declared our independence, actually from before the day we declared our independence, up until now. And don't take those sacrifices lightly. We must defend our nation, both from the people without of our borders, that the people outside our borders, the foreigners who want to destroy us, and also from the people within our borders who are looking to destroy this great country, who are looking to basically change the fabric of our great nation. Who are they to do that? Into all those sacrifices. That's right, we have people inside this very country who do more damage every day sitting in the Congress of the United States and do more damage every day sitting in the Oval Office of the White House than any terrorist has ever done. Barack Obama is more dangerous to this country than Osama bin Laden ever was. And I'm not belittling the damage that Osama bin Laden did. He was a terrible person, and he killed 3,000 Americans. Let's face it. I am not downgrading the enormity of his crimes, and the crimes that he both crimes that were undertaken and crimes that were planned. But what he failed to do, even after killing 3,000 people, he failed to destroy America. But the man sitting in the White House and the people sitting in the Congress, they are doing what he tried and couldn't do. They are destroying our country. So they are more dangerous to our country than the terrorists that they say they're trying to protect us from. So remember, great people of the United States of America, each and every one of you, members of the Slapovitz Syndicate, members who are not yet members of the Slapovitz Syndicate, remember this, please, when you go to the polls on each and every election day, remember who is trying to protect and preserve our country and who has been destroying it. Minute after minute, hour after hour, day after day, year after year. And get rid of those people. Don't let them back. Make them do manual labor or work a real job someplace. But don't let them continue to destroy our country. Not if you love our country. And these are the things I ask you to remember on this great day of independence, the birthday of our nation. Do not forget the sacrifices made to create and protect our nation, and don't let anybody, foreign or domestic, do anything to destroy it. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her with a light shining bright from above. O'er the mountains and the prairies and the oceans fight with foam. God bless America, my home sweet home. God bless America, my home sweet home.